Okay. All right. So every single week for the next 12 weeks, we're going to be going through different topics, as you've already seen when you registered on your Zoom, registration. And every single week, it'll be the same website and the link that you've typed in. And so you basically, around 9 o'clock, whether you're in Melbourne or if you're in Perth or in Malaysia, will be 7 o'clock. Then, type in, click into your email to come into this Zoom, and we'll be able to get started. So every week we have different agendas, but basically, we start off with these few things. Today, as week 1, we are going to be sharing with you about the steps for success, which there are 7 of them, if you wanted to be successful in doing your TLS. So basically, these 7 things are highly effective if you can follow them. So that's what we're going to go through, particularly tonight. And then we're going to be talking about why detoxing is something that we would be doing before we get started with our journey. So first of all, I'd like to ask you guys, how many of you have already got your TLS journal? If you can just type in the group chat, who has got the journal? And who has already, ordered but waiting for it to arrive? If you can just type it in there, let me know, because I need to know who hasn't yet, because that is crucial for you to be, successful. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got Sarah and Zahid, and I know that Anne has the journal, yes. And obviously the other people that I've ordered for them, like Regina has one, and Simon has one. May is waiting for hers, and I'm still waiting, Cheryl. So basically, for those of you who've ordered and waiting, as soon as you get it, then let me know. And for those who haven't received it or haven't got it yet, make sure that you order it, okay? That is number 1 thing that is very, very important, okay? So basically, within the TLS journal, we do have different things that we need to go through before every one of you who gets started, because without the journal, really, it's not going to be helpful for you to get started, because the journal is the thing that will ensure your success. And, according to the TLS program in the last, 20 years or so, started in the US and then in Australia for the last few years. Those people who use the journal and follow what's in there, very, very, in a disciplined way, are the people that get better results than those that don't. In fact, 40% more success rate. For those that are in Malaysia, I think the journal may not be available yet, but what I would suggest is, if you like, you can actually message me, and what I would be happy for you to do is to I'll take a photo of different pages, and then you can basically do it in your notebook. Yeah, because I know in Malaysia there are only very limited number of products and journal available. So hopefully, the more people that are going to be ordering and using the Malaysia TLS products, like the shakes and stuff, then the company in Malaysia will be willing to actually invest in more TLS things. Okay, so first of all, with the journal, we're going to be going through your goals in terms of goal setting with your wellness and weight management, and your commitments, and what are the potential challenges and the plans to overcome those challenges. And you need to sign and to make sure that you are willing to be doing it, okay? So that is number 1 thing, and I'll go through it with you, okay? Then number 2 thing that you need to do is to take your before photos. How many of you have already done that? You can raise your hands, or you can type in your group chat, I need your before photos. So if you are happy for us to be, sharing with one another, which, I really hope that, as a group together, supporting, encouraging one another. In fact, it's a peer mentoring session, then even post it on the WhatsApp group. But I know that some of you may be shy, then you can send it to either me or your coach. That's okay. But basically, before photos are there for you to see this is the beginning, and then at the end of this journey you will see a new you, and you'll be really, really different in terms of, you know, an improvement. So when you take that before photo, you need to take the front, your side, and your back. So Simon has had his one, and then Eleanor said that Elsie has taken the photo. So Eleanor, if you can keep that, if she can send it to you, and Lei Hoon, if you can send, you can take a photo of your front, side, and back, and then, you know, send it to me. And Zahid, if you can send it to either me or to Eleanor, or if you guys are happy to post it in the WhatsApp group, that's even better, because that is an accountability, you know. So for anyone that is yet to do it, please do that within this week before you get started with the 12 weeks of detox. Okay, so that is the second homework. Now, number 3 is you need to do what we call the health management record. And what is a health management record? It is actually recorded in your TLS journal, where you need to be recording various things like your weight, your 3 areas like your chest, your waist, and your hip in centimeters or inches. So when you look at the website, it will actually explain how it works. And so in fact, Heidi, you know, one of our fellow coaches, has sent that link, which you can see there, au.tlsslim.com. If you go to the resources and measurements, you'll be able to find that. And I'll go through that with you. So when you are able to, you know, use your measuring tape, if you haven't got a measuring tape, I would recommend that you either get one, you know, from your local supermarket, like a, you know, like a place where you can get a you know, measuring tape like Big W or Kmart or anything like that. And body composition is even better and more ideal, which is a 10-liter scale for those of you who have got one. And for those of you who haven't, then at least have a scale to measure your weight, as well as measure your measuring tape of your chest, your waist, and your hip. But if you can invest into a 10-liter scale, that is even better. Now, yeah, like Sarah said, you can get one of your measuring tape as Spotlight. And for other people who are really interested in getting, you know, your body composition done, if you go to a gym, you can always get one done. But otherwise, I'm happy to meet with you, let's say, you know, once a month, to actually get that body composition done. Because we're actually doing this on Zoom, we're not meeting in person. You can actually meet with me. For those of you who are partners, you know, I can meet you in UBP, or, you know, for guests, I can, you know, meet with you individually. But even if you don't have a 10-liter scale, I would definitely encourage you to get a scale to measure your kilos each week, and then measure, you know, your centimeters. Okay, then number 4, we're going to be going through the Q&A. If you guys have any questions after I go through the presentation for tonight, we will do that as well. And each week I'm going to be giving you a homework, which is basically a video that I would like you to watch. Now, that is very important, because apart from the weekly Monday night, when I'm going to be doing what I'm doing right now with you, training, throughout the week, there is one particular video that I'm going to be asking you to watch, which is on YouTube. I'll give you the link, or you can actually go onto the TLS website to find that education video. So these are the 5 things that we will be going through. So to start off, let's go through that, okay, one by one, and then I'm going to be sharing today's topic with you. So let me just stop share, and then you'll be able to see what I'm referring to. Right, okay, so can you see me, guys? Yeah? Okay, so here, for those of you who haven't got your journal yet, is the journal. And so I know that Anne's got one, Heidi, Wendy, Regina, Eleanor, Doreen, are you waiting for yours, right? Doreen and May are waiting for theirs, right? Or May has already got one, right? And
I'm passing it to Doreen tonight.
Good, passing it to her tonight, then you can get started. Simon's got his, and Cheryl's waiting for hers, and Sarah, you've got yours, so that's good. So for the rest of you, if you haven't got yours yet. Stella, who else? Liwa, don't worry. Liwa and Anne, don't worry. If you haven't got one, I can send you some sort of starter, what you can get started with it. But I know for both of you, Liwa and Anne, you're mainly here to learn about the TLS. You're already quite fit, so you probably don't need to lose weight anyway. So you guys, Liwa and YN, you two from Malaysia, YN is from KL, Liwa is from Penang, are the two amazing people that is going to be our representatives in Malaysia. And I want to thank you, Auntie Anne, for introducing Liwa from Penang. And YN is a wonderful friend and my cousin, Derek and my cousin, who is actually doing, a lot of like yoga and doing, aerial. Oh, she's amazing. So I invited her particularly to be doing this. Hopefully she'll be a TLS coach alongside her training. The reason why it is important is because in Malaysia it's still fairly new, and if we have people over there, in the future we'll be able to then bless more people over there. Okay, so this is it. So first of all, as I was talking about this, the first thing you need to do with the TLS journal is to go to the first page here. And which basically, when you get it, or if you've got one right now, I want you to look at it, is to go through what are your goals. And out of all the goals that are there, take the ones that are suitable for you, whether it's to do with weight management, you want to increase your energy, to decrease your body fat, eat healthier, increase the metabolism, whatever it is, take the ones that are your particular goals, okay? That is the one thing, the first thing you need to do. Number two is to write 1 to 3 short-term, medium, or long-term goals in terms of why you are doing this. If you may want to be getting fitter, you want to lose weight to improve your total well-being, getting strong, more muscle, toned up, or if you're already quite fit, then you may say, this is something that I want to do to learn in order to help other people. So that will be your goal. Then after that, below that, there is a commitment form, which you need to write your name and promise to do the things that is required in this, journal, which talks about implementing, what we are going to be learning in the next 12 weeks, including eating low glycemic impact food and, read your mind from negative to positive, plan your meals, take your supplements, journal as much as you can daily if possible, and forgive yourself if you fall off the wagon. And I'm going to go through that in my presentation tonight. This is very important for you to not only promise to me as your coach, but to yourself, because this is actually something, if you're able to commit to that, you will be successful. Let me tell you that. Then the thing below that is your potential challenges. Obviously, we need to be looking at what are some of the things, whether it's time management, meal planning, lacking discipline, whatever it is, write that down, because if you expect what's happening, then you can plan to overcome them, okay? So I want you to write that down, plans to overcome, let's say, every night before, or every weeknight, weekend plan for the next week's, shopping, groceries, stuff like that, okay? And finally, this is supposed to you to be putting in your before photo, but you can either print one to put it up there, or you can basically just send it in through a soft copy. I know that Auntie here has already done it, so well done. She's already sent it to me. She's already sent the photos to me. So you are the very first person out of the whole 22 of people. So well done. But everyone else, if you haven't already done that, please do this once you get your journal. And for those of you who've got the journal, if you can do that either tonight or tomorrow and send it to me, either personally on WhatsApp, or send it to the group WhatsApp chat, which will be even better, because that way we're able to support one another. So that is the first homework, with the journal, once you get it. And for those of you who've got it, do that. And then number 2 is to take your before photo. Again, take your front, side, and back, and take the 3 angles and send it to me, okay? So that's the third one. And then the third thing in your journal is your health management record. So every single week, as you can see after that page, you will have week 1 to week 12 here. So what you do is week 1 is today, the 15th of July. You might not start today because normally the day that you start is the day that you get your product, your kit. So some of you have already got the kit, then you can start today, like, you know, that with May, you've already got it, you can start. But others, you still have to wait for your 21-day kit. Then I know that, say, for Anne, you can start on Wednesday when it arrives. Regina, you already have yours, right? You already started. Then you can start doing this, okay? So what you do is on the 15th of July, or say on the 18th of July, the actual day that you're starting your detox, that day, same time, you know, wearing the same type of outfit, write down when you measure your weight. If you've got a 10-liter scale, write everything that's there, including, you know, your BMI, your chest, your waist, your hips, using a measuring tape. If you haven't got one, like Sarah said, you can get one at Spotlight, or you can get one Big W, Kmart, whatever. Then you can measure 10-liter scale if you've got one. Things like, you know, your body fat percentage, visceral fat, you know, etc., etc. So that is the third homework that I was referring to in your journal, to write down every single week the same time. Let's say on Wednesday you're starting, let's say, and you're starting on Wednesday, then every Wednesday the same time, let's say when you before you have breakfast, it's better to do an empty stomach so that you don't weigh, you know, heavier than you should. Then, you know, do that. All right, so then number 4, before I get started presenting, I'd like to ask you guys, do you have any questions before I get started? If you've got any question, you can either type it in the group chat or you can unmute yourself and ask that question. Okay, so no question yet? Okay, that's fine. If you've got any question, just type in the group chat, and then we can, I mean, obviously, this is the very first week, you might not have any, but every single week before I do any presentation, I always have a Q&A session for you to have any questions the previous week or any concerns that you can actually raise it. Because what I would like you all to understand is that even though I am your coach, we've got Heidi and Eleanor as, you know, my intern and, you know, trainee coaches here, but the three of us are not there, you know, to be sort of just only holding you accountable, but every single one of us here, there are 22 of us all together, that we would like to be supporting one another. It's a peer mentoring and support system. And so because of that, you know, the WhatsApp group and the Zoom every single Monday is here for you to be, you know, sharing with one another. So as people are going to be sharing, whether it's on the group chat or when they're sharing face-to-face, hello, Christine, then we need to be encouraged to basically say something, you know, to encourage one another. So don't just leave it for Eleanor, Heidi, and myself to do that. Everyone has the capacity to do it as well. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so let me just get started then. No problem, Lei Hun? Yep, that's fine. You have the products, aloe, OPC3, you can get it all started with. If you can just order the shakes, you can get, because the shake only you get started in the second week anyway, so no problem, because you already got all the other products. You don't necessarily have to get the whole 21-day kit, okay? Wonderful. So let me share. Can you all see my screen? Yeah? Good. Okay.
Kitty?
Yes, Stella?
Yes. If you don't plan to lose any weight, do you have to do the 21 day?
Yes, doing the 21 days is to help you do detox. So mainly detoxing is for the first 7 days. So you can do the 7 days of detox, and then, as I mentioned, you need to do your menu plan. You know, did you actually do the homework that Heidi sent you, you know, in the back office? If you haven't yet, that is, I'm going to go through it here. Okay, so just wait, and then I'm going to go through these 7 steps and you will understand what you need to do. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So take notes as I share, but that was a good question, Stella. Not everyone needs to lose weight, and if you don't, then when you go onto your weight loss profile, you'll find out that you don't need to lose weight. Then like me, you'll be on continued commitment. With continued commitment, all you need to do is just the first week of detox, and then you can just do the continued commitment menu plan without having to do the 21 day. Okay, so if you guys want to take a photo of this or take notes, the 7 steps that each and every single one of you need to do is step 1, determine your weight loss goals. Now, when we talk about weight loss goals, it's not necessarily losing weight. It can be maintaining your weight. Some people even might want to gain weight. So do you want to lose? Do you want to gain? Do you want to maintain? So whatever that is, you need to put in your notebook what is the number that you want to either lose, or if you want to maintain your existing weight, then just write it there. Because the thing of TLS is not just a weight loss solution, it's a weight management solution, meaning that you're managing your weight, you're managing your body fat percentage, you're managing your health. So that is the first thing. Now, how would you determine, what is your weight loss goals? If you're not sure, then the best way is to look at, your existing height, and then measure it and to see, what is the best type weight for you in terms of your BMI. Because if you actually have a healthy BMI, then it will probably tell you the weight. So that's step 1. Step 2 is to take the weight loss profile. Now, Stella, that's to answer your question. All of us, for those of us who are existing UFO, you would already have a website, which is au.tlslim.com/your-own-portal. For those of you who are my guests, you can basically, go to tlscoach.info, to write that down, tlscoach.info. That is the website that you will go to. And then when you go there, you can actually find out from about TLS, and then from about TLS you go to weight management profile. And I know that quite a number of you have already done that profile, as far as I know. Anne has done hers, and Christine has done hers, Doreen, Zahid has done. So I think most people have already done theirs. Regina has done hers. Yeah, so in essence, I think Sandra is the only one that I know that hasn't done it, and Stella. So Stella, you need to go to your tlslim.com and then do it. Because you know that you don't have to lose weight, then I would say just do the continued commitment plan and go into that website to take a look how you would go about doing that, okay? So, but apart from that, everyone else that are in the team, I know that you've already done it. And obviously with Liwa and YN and Auntie Ann, if you are interested in doing it, please feel free to do it as well. But otherwise, just like Stella, you would be only doing the continued commitment just to be healthy. You don't need to lose weight at all. Then basically, I would encourage you to consider just learning about the program. Then step 3 is to select your menu plan. You don't really have to select it, because as you do the profile, it will tell you whether it's sure and steady, whether it's rapid results, whether it's 21 day. Every one of you will be given that already. And so I know that most of you will be doing the 21 day challenge. That means you will need the 21 day kit. And then you will do the first 7 days of detox, and then the 14 days of fast strata. And I've already invited all of you to watch the TLS overview that I did last Monday. So that already explained how it all works. So I won't go into it tonight again. Okay, so basically I know that most people on this group seems to be either rapid results or sure and steady anyway. And so as you go, we can basically go through mainly these 2, but there are a few of you, including myself, Stella, most likely Liwa and YN, you will be on continued commitment, which means you're already healthy in your weight. You don't have to be losing weight, then go for that one. But apart from that, I can see majority would be rapid result and sure and steady. Okay, good. And then that's step 3, okay? On the right-hand side, step 4, as I've already encouraged all of you to order the TLS journal, and most of you have already either got one or ordered already. So once you've got it, then you will need to, as I mentioned previously, do all of the things that are in the journal. And day 1 actually starts here. You can see day 1, right? Which is after your detox week. In fact, you're not actually starting day 1, you're starting detox day 1, once you get your products. So after the health management record, the next page is detox day 1. So for those of you who've already got the products as well as the journal, then you will start today or tomorrow as your day 1 of detox. Then you will have to do all this. Okay, just follow this. And then what I would like you to do every single day, once you finish this journal, take a picture of the journal and then post it on the WhatsApp group for me to read it, so that we can give you back some feedback, and others can also read it to give some feedback and encouragement as well. Please do that. That is an extremely important step for you to be heading to your success and reach your weight goals, because I see people that are doing the daily journal and post it for accountability and encouragement and feedback are the ones that actually will be getting the most out of this program. Okay, so that's that. And then for those of you who haven't actually got the supplements, you will either be ordering the 21-day kit or just the nutrition shakes, mainly for those that are needing to just do your continued commitment. Okay, so for those of you who in Malaysia, you can just order the nutrition shakes. And for those of you who are in Australia, I would highly recommend that you get the 21-day kit. But if you don't need to be doing a weight loss program like Stella, then you can just order the nutrition shakes. Okay. Supplements are also important, including the OPC3, the multivitamin, definitely, and then also isochrome. I think if you are able to do that, that will be good. But even for Liwa and YN have the aloe juice, because doesn't matter whether you need to lose weight or not, aloe juice is good for your health anyway. Okay, so step 5, record your weights and measurements, and then take your before photos. As I mentioned, record it in your journal as well. And once you've done that, the before photo, your front, your side, and your back, send it to me either individually through WhatsApp or Messenger, or post it on the WhatsApp group. Step 6 is to commit to a healthy TLS lifestyle. So what is committing to a healthy TLS lifestyle? Well, that is basically to follow the low glycemic impact eating. So what you need to do then is really to learn about that. And next week, we're going to be going through exactly what low glycemic impact eating is. So for now, if you don't understand, basically just to know that, there are different types of foods that will give you better health which are low glycemic, which I actually talked a little bit in the overview already. And then number 2 is to take appropriate supplements to reach your goals, including the isotonics, including the nutrition shakes, and the ultimate aloe juice. Number 3 is to get adequate sleep. I definitely need to have adequate sleep, 7 to 8 hours. When you do your profile, I understand that there are quite a number of you who mentioned that you may have some sleep issues. Then I would suggest you consider taking, from our global shop, turn down isotonics, which is a product which helps you to actually sleep well. But for those of you who want to actually do that without, at the moment ordering from global, then the isotonics calcium and magnesium are also fantastic to help you sleep better in terms of the quality. Then the other thing with healthy TLS lifestyle is to drink enough water. You need to drink at least 8 glasses of 2 liters of water a day to help you flush down all the toxins. And finally, commit to regular exercise. Now, every single day, if you can do at least even 7 minutes of short exercises, including, if you've got an app on your phone, there is an app called Seven, Seven. You can actually download that on your app store to do that. Or you can basically just do some walking, exercising, or you can go onto YouTube to find some moderate aerobic exercise to start off. And in one of the weeks coming up, we have a topic on exercise, and you can start that. And step 7 is to be part of the TLS community. So all of you that are on this Zoom call and also in this 12-week program with the WhatsApp group, you are already part of the community. So it's wonderful that you're doing that. And I would also encourage you to be going on to the TLS Facebook group, because we do have a TLS weight loss Facebook group as well. And you can actually be held accountable there as well. So once you actually learn all of this, then you can pay it forward to be able to coach others. Okay, so any question about these 7 simple steps? If you have any question, again, please feel free to type it in the group chat to ask me any question. Okay, so Simon said that today he did almost 12 hours of physical activity, including lifting tiles and plaster sheets. Yeah, so that is incidental exercises that Simon does. So that is really good exercise. But as I mentioned in our last 12 weeks, not everyone, has the type of work that Simon has, which involves physical activity. Then you really do need to schedule your exercise time, to be planning to have exercise. Okay, so that's good. All right, apart from that, I would like you guys to take a look at the type of commitment that I would like to encourage you all to be having for the next 12 weeks. So number 1 is to implement what we call the low glycemic impact eating. And if you want to learn about that, definitely go on to your Google in your spare time, to type in low glycemic impact eating to read and learn as much as you can. Number 2 is to have the right meals to fuel your metabolism, which is, using the low glycemic impact. The other thing that is important is to have positive talk to your mind, because, as we are going to go for weight management and going for the goals, sometimes, there may be some negative thoughts that come to us. When that happens, try to actually focus on the positives. Even a little bit, of what we call a win can be a positive thing. And if you do need to, have some encouragement and support, because I know that, some of us perhaps need to have more encouragement than the others, do feel free to talk to your coach, whether it's Heidi or Eleanor or myself. And then the other thing that is important is to plan your meals ahead of time, because if you don't plan your meals, then when you don't have time, or if you're, short of time, then you might just go to have quick meal or unhealthy meal. So planning is also important. The other thing that is important for you to commit to is to take your supplements. So for the first 90 days, you have the supplements like the isotonics that will be in your kit. Take that, and alongside with your nutrition shakes as well as the aloe juice. And do your daily journal for renewing of your mind. And if you actually do follow the wagon and say, if you haven't been able to follow the things, according to plan, definitely forgive yourself and don't worry too much about not being able to follow. But once you follow the wagon, what I would like to encourage you to do is come back on track and continue with it. But don't beat yourself up when you fall off the wagon. That's very important. So when you fall off, then get right back on. That's very important, okay? So that is the thing I would like you to be committed to, all right? And then next is the start day. For those of you who have already got your 21-day kit and the journal, today is the start day. But if you haven't started this morning with the isotonics and all that, then you can start tomorrow. And for the others, as you get your kit, then most people, I would imagine, would get it within this week. Then that will be your start day. Then that day, before you start, I would ask you to take the measurement, your how many kilos, and send it to us. Then your before photos, you can even do it before you get the kit and send it to us today or tomorrow. And when you measure at the same time as I mentioned, and start the day when you receive the kit and have the lemon water to start. I mean, you actually have the OPC3 and the multivitamin first, and then the second week you will have the isochrome. And just follow the kit. The instruction is all there. If you don't understand, just let us know. Any question, you can always contact me. My number and my email is there, but always ask any question through the WhatsApp group, because that is the place where you can ask questions that we can support each other. And you have to tell yourself why you're doing this. You have to set your goals. That is an extremely important homework, one that is already in your journal, the very first page, your goals and your why. Because at the center of everything is your why. If you have a why, if you have your goals, then you will be able to follow the steps. And whatever challenges that you may foresee, you need to plan ahead on how to overcome them. That is another very important, crucial step. Stella, how do you do the 4 to 7 day detox before going on to the 21-day program? Okay, the 21-day program actually includes the 4 to 7 day detox. Stella, if you haven't watched the video I sent from in the WhatsApp group, please go and watch it. It's actually the one that I did for last Monday, where I did the overview. In that overview, I talked about the 21-day program, and the first week is the cleanse week, which is day 1 to 7, and that is part of it. So basically, the 4 to 7 day detox is not before the 21 day, is within the 21 day. So the first 7 day is the first week of the 21 day. Then the second and third week is the week day 8 to 21, the second week, and the third week. So Stella, to answer your question, go back to that YouTube video that I've asked everyone to watch before this meeting. To watch that, then you'll be able to understand how to do the detox before, or not before, as part of the 21 day. Okay? All right. Then detox week, which as soon as you get the kit will be that, your 7 day detox. You will be having your fruit and vegetable cleanse. And for those of you who are doing that, basically everyone will be doing that. You will be following the guideline that is there. You can basically start off with the OPC3 multivitamin every single morning. 2 doses of OPC, 1 dose of multi, so that's 3 doses. And then after, say, about 15 minutes, then have the warm lemon water, which is half a lemon plus a glass of water, warm water to drink it. Then you can drink your ultimate aloe within after your breakfast, or any time during the day, that's fine. And with your detox power foods, you would be having as many vegetables as you like, 3 servings of fruit, 2 servings of the good fats, and 2 servings of the protein. Now, this detox menu plan, or the power foods, is available in the website tlscoach.info. When you go to your resource, you can actually click to find the detox menu plan or power foods. It's all there. You can actually download that. Okay. May, can you send a guideline of the detox program, what to eat in the morning? The guideline is in the website. Okay, so let me share the website later on. Okay, the guideline is in there. I'll just stop share and then show you guys. So if you go to the website. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay. So go to tlscoach.info or au.tlslim.com/Meichua or whatever website that you have for your TLS. Then you can come in through here. Now, once you come to this website, again, for those of you who are an existing unfranchised owner, you would already have this website, which is au.tlslim.com//your web portal. For those of you who are my guests, you can just type in people like Anne or Regina and Simon. Simon, you have it already. Is tlscoach.info. Apart from, I think I've only got Anne, Cheryl, you have yours. So basically just Anne and Regina, you would go to tlscoach.info. Doreen, you can go to au.tlslim.com/Meichua. And May, you use your own one, which is au.tlslim.com/Meichua. And Robert can go into that same one again. And Zahid and Elsie can go into Eleanor's one. The rest of you, you can have your own one. Okay? So tlscoach.info.
He doesn't need it.
Sorry, question?
It doesn't come up.
Christine, if you type in au.tlslim.com/, what's your web portal, Christine?
There's nothing coming up there. It says arrow.
Okay, I'll have to do it with you as yeah, because I don't want to take time of other people. Just can you go to tlscoach.info, Christine? Yeah, just go to that one. Everyone, you can't find the website, just go to tlscoach.info. It doesn't matter, because if you need to order anything, don't go to this one, go to your own website anyway, the au.shop.com. Anyway, so once you come into here, what you need to do then, May, you asked the question, the guideline is here. Go to resources. Okay, then the second tab, write down on your notebook if you are afraid that you might not remember. So resources, program downloads. Once you click program downloads, then you can see all of these things are available. And what you need to go to is the TLS detox plan. Page 1, can you see? May? Are you there, May? Can you unmute yourself and answer my question? Can you see TLS detox menu plan there?
Yes, yes.
Yep. So when you download that and just save it as a PDF as your in your desktop or in your folder, then all the guideline is there. Okay. So very important that you all download. Yeah, no worries. So every one of you do the same thing. Download that. Because instead of me typing it all from scratch, which is a waste of my time, you can all just download it and then print it out or just follow that. Okay. Because my job as a coach is not to just give you the answer without you knowing where to find the resources. My job as a coach is to give you where the resources are, and then you go and find them. That is more important. Okay, good. All right. Okay, I can see Doreen has a question. The protein, do I need to weigh the meat? No, that's a good question. When we are talking about protein, mainly it's a palmful of protein, palmful of your food, basically like that. So if you can weigh, that's fine, but you don't really need to. It's not absolutely necessary. So when we talk about, the type of food that you have, just use your palm as the the size. Okay. All right. So let me continue with the presentation that I had. Yeah, good questions, everyone. Any more questions, just keep asking, because that will help me to help you better. All right. Okay, let's go back. Okay. I see there's another question. Let me just go there. Okay, I'll go back. All right, so then, so that's the detox week. So again, you go into that detox menu plan, download that, okay? Then now I'll just quickly explain why detox is so important. Because number one is it will reverse the damage. Every single one of us has a lot of toxins in our body, whether we have been exposed to the pollution, the type of foods that we eat. You know, there are three things that we have been damaged by. Number one, the wrong foods. Because, you know, the kind of food that we eat, it might be excessive fats, sugars, processed food, or we might not have enough fresh vegetables, fruits, whole grains, berries, nuts, and plant proteins. These are the things that we need, but we don't have enough. Then we need to be reversing and, you know, having to digest the good things. So that's why we need to detox. Number two, if we don't have enough or more portion size, we also need to reverse that, or we always eat at the wrong time. And so when we do detox, it will help us to actually, reverse back to the healthy area. Like the unhealthy colon, the damaged lining, and all of that will be cleansed and detoxed. And, a lot of the things that are metabolic waste, toxins, and GI tract problems, circulation, muscle tissues and all that. When we do detox, it will help us to be, having healthier situation, okay? Then the other thing is obviously the different organs like kidney, liver, nervous system, our immunization will be healthier as well. Number two reason why we need to detox is so that we can limit the harmful foods. There's so much food that we always eat that is harmful, as you can see in front of you there, whether it's junk food, whether it's processed or engineered food, they are not healthy. So when we detox, all the foods that we've had in the past that were toxic to our body will be cleansed off and, detoxified. Number three, it will help us to eat healthy foods when we are doing detoxification, because, all of these foods are without MSG and or artificial sweeteners, and they are the best in terms of vitamins and minerals. Because when we're doing the detox, the 4 to 7 days, we are encouraging you to eat a lot of vegetables, different color vegetables, like Anna said, rainbow colors, not just green, but also different color fruits as well. And number four, you need to drink purified water. Very important, because if you don't drink purified water, if you drink, tap water, then your kidney is filtering it. So that's why in our business, we have what we call a pure H2O filter. If you haven't got one, I highly recommend that you order one from your own website. If you're a UFO, if you're not, you can order it from the person who invited you to this TLS class to order a pure UFO filter, because this filter will help you have a purified water to cleanse your body, because our body is like 80 to 99% water. So all the contaminants, the water can be cleansed to flush out all the toxins as well. And you also need to increase your fluid intake, as I mentioned, at least 2 liters of water or 8 glasses of fresh purified water. Preferably, from our purified H2O filter, but also soup, like, vegetable soup and, all the really nice vegetable that can be made into a soup for your detox week or even 21 day. Okay, number 6, I would encourage you to drink more herbal tea, which is decaffeinated. And for those of you who know about our trim tea, you can drink that as well, which is very, very helpful. And you can have herbal tea like eucalyptus tea, peppermint, green tea, all of the really good, healthy herbal tea. Number 7, it will help us to treat constipation. A lot of times people are constipated because they've got a lot of toxins in their body. So once you do detox, then constipation will be healed. And then, regular bowel movements will become part of the norm. Number 8 is to undergo therapy in terms of helping you to be more relaxed. If you are doing detox the first 7 days, make sure you relax, you sleep more, even go for a massage. We've got Christine here who is a masseur and you can go and see her. But when you are doing it, Christine, you don't do a lot of the hard work yourself, okay? And that will actually help you to relax as well. Number 9, you need to seek relaxation during the detox week. Don't go out to do strenuous exercise. Don't go out to do heavy duty stuff like Simon today. That kind of work, the construction work, when you're doing detox, is not a good idea. You need to relax, because as you are detoxing, your body needs to be calm and relaxed. And what can you do during the 7 days? Sleep enough, have some time to meditate, to read, to recuperate, to keep your mind at ease, to have, prayer time, to minimize harmful hormones, to be totally relaxed. That is the best. Okay, finally, to reduce exposure to toxins, whatever that is not healthy for your environment, don't do that. Okay, so that's basically the reason why we encourage people to be doing detox, because if you do detox, you can be assured that your body will be going into a cleansing state, and detoxification means that you won't be having all those, junk in your body. So that is very, very important. So basically, that is what is happening with the first week once you get your kit and the journal. And again, we need you to be doing the goal setting, committed to doing the journaling, to expect that there may be challenges, but if you have challenges, how you plan to overcome them and write them down in your journal, the first page. Take your before photos, send them to me, and every single week, the same time, on the same day, whether if you're starting it on a Wednesday, on a Saturday, or if you started today like May, then Monday, you will need to do your health management record, which is on the first page of the second page every single week, and get that record happening. You will see the difference from week 1, week 2 of the weight management in terms of weight loss and the losing of your inches or your centimeters. And you also need to make sure if you do have lacking of sleep, to have some supplements to help you out, whether it's calcium, magnesium, or even get the global turned down. I would recommend that. And any question at all, please feel free to contact us through the WhatsApp group. This is where the forum is for you to ask questions. And every week, as I mentioned, we've got a homework for us to do, which is to watch a video. Once you watch the video, what I would encourage you is to type in the WhatsApp group 1 or 2 points that you find helpful, so that you can share with your peer here. I really, it's my heart to see that every single one of you is not doing this on your own, but to support one another, because this is how peer mentoring is so powerful. I've seen time and time again, particularly the last 12 weeks, I see when Heidi and Eleanor and also Simon were part of the group, everyone was so supportive. I, as the coach, didn't even need to do most of the work because everyone else was supporting one another. Like Eleanor, Heidi, and we've got a Cam, we've got Jeff, and different people. And so that's all I wanted to say. So get your products ready, start as soon as you got it, and do your journal every day. Weight yourself, do your body composition measurement using your measuring tape, using 10-meter scale if you've got one. If you haven't, just measure your chest, your waist, and your hip, and take your photo front, side, and back. Preferably against a bare wall, like a white wall, so that it can be seen clearer. Wear form-fitted clothes if possible. Bathing suit is even better for men, if you can actually have a without your top, that would be good. For ladies, you know, like a bathing suit or like a sort of form-fitting type clothing would be good. Your TLS journal detox as well. And expectation is from me as your coach is to be interacting and engaging in the WhatsApp group, to ask questions, interact, support, encourage one another. Go through your journal, go through the website, the tlscoach.info, or your own au.tlslim.com/your web portal. Watch the video as I posted in WhatsApp, and that's basically it. And there is also in the website the recipe. Now let me go through that, because I remember every time when I go through this training, people don't even know where it is. So I want to go through that before I close for tonight, so that you guys know where it is. It's basically the same area. When you go to the website, again, is tlscoach.info. You go to resources, and when you go to resources, you can see recipes there, the third tab, recipes. Click recipes, and because most of us are doing the 21-day challenge, so click that 21-day challenge, and when you click that, you'll see all the recipes available, and you can choose the one that you like, the type of food. There are whole heaps of different recipes available. You can either print it out and put it into a folder, or you can just read it from your computer. So anything to do with almond broccoli stir fry to cauliflower spinach rice, which I actually did. Cauliflower rice is something that I like, because we don't eat rice for the 21 day, because you know it's a carb. You can have cauli rice, so you can do that, or you can go into detox recipe to look for the different plan for this week as you start. So with the detox week, there are some really good recipes that I personally like. I like the grilled salmon with spinach and tomato stack, or if you like seafood, then the Caribbean shrimp with vegetable is all available there. So basically you can see all of these recipes. It will tell you detox, rapid result, sure and steady. They're all available. So it's all free for you to, take a look. So you can basically just follow that. Okay, any more questions? You can either unmute yourself or type in the group chat. Let's have a look. I see there's a few more questions here. Okay, so Doreen, you understand about the protein with the palm size now, so there's no need really to weigh it. And Simon, website access again, what's the link? Simon, is tlscoach.info. tlscoach.info. Simon, type it in or write it down. And Cheryl, how much Elio? Cheryl, what do you mean Elio? Cheryl, can you speak up? I don't understand. What is
it's aloe, I think.
Oh, aloe. Aloe. Oh, okay, sorry. Aloe juice, you mean, yeah? Aloe juice is 60 ml. Okay, let me show you. Hang on. Where's my aloe? All right, have a look at this, Cheryl. So this is the aloe. If you open the cap, this one cap is about 60 ml. So what I normally do, or you can use the cap that we have with the isotonics, and you can just basically put it like to 60 ml up to here, and then drink it on its own, or you can drink it with water or mix it together. So you can drink as much as you like, but basically the standard dosage, if you have a look at the instruction here, it says 60 ml, which is exactly the same as what you would take for your isotonic products. Make sense? Aloe, yeah, A-L-O-E, aloe, yeah. Okay, so that's that. Good question there. Should I mix it with water? Yes, you can. You don't have to. Depending on whether you would like it concentrated, then you would just drink it like that. For me, because I talk a lot, like the other day on Saturday, I talked like 6 hours straight. So what I do, because I did the TLS 101, 201. Oh, you were there too, Cheryl. What I do, I just do it like this. Derek always laughs at me. You can even see my lip. Can you see my lipstick? Anyway, yeah. So because when I drink it like that, then Derek drinks it and he drinks my saliva. Anyway, okay. So I drink. So May, I think you told us just now to take OPC and then drink lemon water, etc. Yeah, you can drink your OPC 2 dose, then 1 dose of multivitamin for the first week. But if you're drinking all the other ones, you can drink all the other ones, because if you're normally drinking the Daily Essentials kit, drink that, the 5 doses as per normal. Then drink the lemon water, warm water, half a lemon, squeeze it together. But you can basically drink all the vitamin in one go first, just like your cocktail as per normal, then drink the lemon water, and then followed by breakfast. Exactly, May, exactly as you do. Then aloe juice would be taken after that, after your breakfast or any time after, because seriously, aloe juice can be taken any time of the day, but don't ever take it the same time or straight after your isotonics. The reason being, isotonics drinks are the same fluid pressure. So when you drink it, you want them to be all absorbed first before other things, because if you drink this, it will dilute the isotonics. Does that make sense, May? Did I answer your question?
Yes, yes. But aloe, you can drink as much as you can, right?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I mean, the standard dosage is 60, but let's say if your throat is a bit sore or if you talk a lot, then you can drink as much as you can. There is no, you can't overdose it. It's really good for your skin, for your health, for your digestive tract. It's got 200 nutrients and vitamins and minerals there. So as much as you can. So yeah.
Thanks, Kitty.
Welcome, May. All right. So Stella, can you get the fat off without losing kilos? Yes, that's a good question. What is the most important thing about TLS is to lose fat, not weight. So if you are going to be doing exercises, you will actually be building muscle mass. And so when you build muscle mass, you have heavier muscle, and then your kilos will not change, but you can put your fat off by exercising. So that's why you need to have the 3 types of exercises. The cardiovascular aerobic, you need to have your strength-based and core exercise, and you need to have flexibility. But for those people that might not be able to do a lot of exercises, then Trim T and some of the other accelerators from our products can help as well. So yes, definitely people can get their fat off, or the body fat percentage, visceral fat, without losing kgs. That's a good question, Stella.
Okay. Thank you, Kitty.
You're welcome. All right. Anyone else? I think that's basically all I would like to share tonight.